Good evening, Sahanya.
Mhm.
How are you? How were your exams?
Yeah, it was.
It was good. Okay. So today we are going to start with acid, bases, and salts. Okay. So in our daily life, okay. So we eat different food. Okay. Foodstuffs. So cake. So if we eat cake, so what is the taste of cake? It is sweet, right? It is sweet in taste. Then tamarind. If you eat tamarind,
It's our.
it's sour, right? Then if you eat what is that? Chips, okay,
Yeah,
with which are coated with some masala, right? So
that's
they
a
will
bit
be,
spicy.
yeah, it will be a bit spicy. Then so different food items, they have different what you can say, taste. Okay. So here in daily life, okay, so in daily life we use so many different foodstuffs. So these foodstuffs, they have different texture, you can say different taste, right? Now, depending upon, so all the taste of the food are different. Okay.
Yeah,
So suppose lemon juice. Now lemon juice, so how will be the taste of lemon juice?
our.
Yes. Curd, how will be the curd? Curd is also sour in taste,
Our.
right?
Yeah,
Then sugar will be sweet in taste, right? Grapes, cucumber, okay, then salt. So these are so different, what you can say, different substances, they have different taste. Okay.
yeah,
Now so there's something called as, so why this taste, okay, why the different substances, they show different taste. So this is depending upon the this, okay, the nature what is present. So it is classified as acid, bases, and
it's our.
salts.
Yeah,
Okay. Acid means what? So they will be having some sour taste. Okay. For example, curd. Okay, curd, in curd, what type of acid is present?
a citric acid.
Yes. Okay. Then your lemon juice, citric acid, right? Orange juice, citric acid, and your vinegar. Okay, so acetic acid.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
these are having some sour taste. So because of the sour taste, okay, so these are classified into acids. So
yeah,
so the substances which taste sour, okay, the substances which taste sour, they are called as acids. Okay, and the chemical nature of such substances. Okay, because the substances, they are showing what sour taste. So this is the chemical nature of that particular substance. So they are said to be acidic. Okay, they are said to be what? Acidic. So some substances which shows, so substances which shows, okay, that is the acidic behavior. Okay, so the nature of such substances is acidic. Okay, so they show acidic behavior, so they are classified into acids. So the substances which have acidic behavior, so behavior, then they are called as, they are put into a group called as acids. Okay, now there is a Latin word. So the Latin word ACERE.
ash.
Okay,
Very
ash. Okay, so this, which means sour. So this is a, it comes from a word which means sour. Okay, now these acids, okay, these acids, the acids in the substances are natural acids. So these tamarind, okay, tamarind has an acid called as tartaric acid.
tartaric acid. Yeah,
Okay, tartaric acid. Then in your lemon juice, okay, it has citric acid. So these are natural acids. They are not harmful acids. These are natural acids. Okay. Now, what
but
about
some people tell that too much citric acid is really bad for your liver.
huh, yes, that is fine. So whatever, not only citric acid, whatever you are having, okay, whatever you are taking, everything should be in limited portion. Now, if you are having too much of salt, okay, if you are
Yeah,
having too much of salt, it will lead to? It will lead to high BP, right?
yeah,
So
I.
it will go, yes. So whatever, if you are having sugar, if you have more of sugar, okay, morning, afternoon, evening, all time, if you are having sugary items, what it will lead? lead to diabetes.
Yeah,
Right.
diabetes. Yeah.
Whatever you are having, it should be in limited quantity.
So
Okay.
does sugar have acid?
No, no, sugar does not have acid.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what did you ask? If you have a citric acid, okay, then
Yeah.
it will you will get acidity. Okay, there will
Like
be
if
gastric.
it's like not acetic acid, like tartaric acid, it won't harm us a lot for liver. But
But
citric
if you
acid,
eat no no, but you eat more of this tamarind, you will get your this what you say
tonsil.
uh tonsils problem. You will get some of them, right? So whatever you're eating, it should be limited. Okay,
Okay.
so these are natural acids. Okay, so these are all natural acids. So what about baking soda? Baking soda, does it also taste sour?
Yes, it does if you eat it
uh,
uh,
or
too much.
it does not taste sour? Did you taste
It
anytime baking soda?
yeah, it does taste bitter.
It does not taste sour. Okay, yes, it does not taste sour. Okay, uh, but it is bitter in taste. But it will be some bitter in taste. It does not taste sour. Okay,
Yeah.
so means what? It does not has acid in it. Yes, it has no acid in it. It is bitter in taste. If you rub it solution between the fingers, if you take baking soda, okay, and you rub the solution in between your fingers, okay, it will be soapy. It will be like soap. If you touch the soap, how it will
Yeah,
be
yeah.
soapy, soapy like that. Okay, it will be like soapy. Okay,
Which acid
so
does baking soda as
baking
of
soda,
now? Like what acid does it?
baking soda is a what did we say? Baking
Hydrochloric?
soda,
Like is it?
baking soda means what? It is a bicarbonate, right? We have seen in the last class NaHCO3,
Yeah.
so sodium bicarbonate, right? So
Yeah.
what it is? What it is? It is a base or acid?
It's a base.
Then it is acid or a base? It is a
It's a base, yeah.
NaHCO3. Okay, we'll see the reaction. So it is NaHCO3. It contains what? There is C, Na plus and HCO3 minus, right? HCO3 minus. So if you dissolve this solution in water, okay, if you dissolve this in water, it will give you basic solution. It will give you basic
Basic
solution.
solution.
Okay, but it is not so it is almost alkaline. So NaHCO3 will not consume it like in powder. It will be dissolved in water only. So it will be alkaline, or it is basic in nature. Okay, so this is about your baking soda. So so some substances, okay, which are bitter in taste. Now we describe just about acid. So some substances which are sour in taste, they are called as acids. So some substances which are bitter in taste, what they are called as? They are called as bases. Okay. So the nature of such substances is said to be what? They are said to be basic in nature. So sour substances, sour substances, they are acid. Okay. They are acidic in nature. So they are acidic in
Acidic in
nature.
nature.
Okay. And basic, that is bitter substances, bitter substances, okay, they are base. So it is a base and it is basic in nature. It is basic in nature. Fine.
Nature.
So this is about your base. So remember, the sour substances, they are acidic in nature, and the bitter substances, they are basic in nature. So then if we could not taste, okay, if we could not so now because of the taste we could classify, right? Because depending upon the taste we could classify that some substances, they are bitter in taste, some substances are uh, uh, sour in taste. Okay, if we cannot taste every substance, then how do we find its nature? Yes, if we could not what if we could not taste every substance, then how we could find the nature of the substance, whether it is acidic in nature, whether it is basic in nature.
You cannot taste everything, right? Everything. Now these are food materials, so you can taste. Okay.
Yeah,
if
we
if suppose we could not taste only, okay, we did not have that sensory organ, we could not have tongue only, okay, how would we taste?
uh we
Then
couldn't taste.
yes, we could not taste. So so that time what is required, so special type of substances are used. Okay, so there are some special type of substances which are used to test whether a substance it is acidic in nature or it is basic in nature. If we cannot use our tongue, we cannot use our tongue to taste, so that time there are some substances, okay, special substances which are used to test, okay, whether the substance it is acidic in nature or it is basic in nature. And what are those substances called as? They are called as indicators. What they are
Indicators.
called as indicators. Okay, so when we cannot taste any substance, okay, suppose we don't have tongue only, okay, so that time what is playing important role? Our indicators are playing important role. It indicates. Now indicator in our bike, okay, in our bikes and car, we have indicators, right? So if you want to take a right turn, what you will show? You will show an indicator, right? You will show a right indicator so that you are going to right. So what you're indicating, you're telling the behind person that I'm going to write. Okay. So this indicator, what it indicates? It indicates, okay, it indicates whether the substance is acidic in nature or it is basic in nature.
Nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this, so indicate how it will indicate. So how the role, how the indicators play their roles. Okay. So indicators, so indicates, so indicators are substances
Which indicates
which indicates whether
whether
uh, whether a substance is acidic or basic in nature. Okay, so indicators are the substances, okay, which indicates whether a substance is acidic or basic in nature. So how do they indicate? How they will show the indicators? How they will indicate? So there will be change in color. Okay, change in color. So as there will be change in color, okay. So if so indicators they will show change in color. So when there will be change in color, okay, when added to a solution containing acidic or basic solution. Suppose you have taken a solution, okay, you have taken a solution, you don't know now what solution it is. So
yeah.
this substance, okay, this indicator is to be added. Okay, this indicator is to be added in the substance. Okay, whether it is acidic or basic, you don't know. So after adding the indicator, it will turn. Okay, it will turn to some change. It will change the color. So suppose it is blue in color, it changes to red. So it indicates how it indicates. It indicates by change in color. So when there is change in color, so it will indicate. So indicator, how it will indicate? It will indicate by change in color. So this indicator, the substance should be added to a what to a container containing your either the acidic solution or the basic substance. Okay, so what are the indicators? So the examples and indicators are turmeric. Okay, turmeric is the indicator. Then your litmus paper. This chapter is done for you all or no?
No, it's still not done.
Okay, okay. So turmeric, okay, then is litmus paper, then is china rose,
Okay.
China rose petals. Okay. So these are the indicators. If you want, you can write the short points. Okay. It will be very good for you then. Because if it is not done, then it is good. So you can write down about acids if you want first. As the substances which taste sour. Okay. The substances which taste sour. SOUR. Substances which taste sour are called as acids. Substances which taste sour are called acids. Full stop. The chemical nature The chemical nature
Chemical nature
chemical nature of such substance of such substance is acidic. Of such substances, you can write, of such substances is acidic.
acidic.
Next point, next line, you leave one line next to write. The substances which taste bitter, substances which taste bitter, substances which taste bitter are bases, are bases.
Yes.
The chemical nature of such substances, the chemical nature of such substances
Yes.
substances is basic, is basic. Okay. So next you write indicators. Next, leave one line and write indicators. Indicators are substances. Indicators are substances which indicates whether a substance is acidic, whether the substance is acidic or basic in nature. Acidic or basic in nature. Full stop. The indicators change their color. The indicators change their color when added to solution containing when added to a solution containing a solution containing an acidic or a basic
When
substance.
they are added to
When added to a solution added to a solution containing
containing
an acidic
and acidic
or a basic substance.
or a
Basic
basic
substance.
substance.
Okay. Next line. Turmeric, litmus paper, LITMUS paper, China rose petals, etc. So these are some of the naturally occurring indicators. You can write in bracket naturally occurring. Naturally occurring. Okay, so these are some of the naturally occurring indicators, right? Turmeric is not prepared, right? Turmeric is naturally available. So turmeric, this China rose petal. So this is a flower, okay?
Turmeric means this.
Huh?
It's that yellow powder, right?
Which turmeric? Yes, yes. Which you use? You speak in Kannada, right?
Yeah.
Arshina pudi.
Yeah.
So you use in kitchen also.
Like I used to get confused between turmeric and tamarind.
Turmeric and
Tamarind.
tamarind.
Yeah, they sound a bit similar.
Okay, turmeric is that, and tamarind you understood, no? What is
Yeah,
tamarind?
yeah.
Huh.
Tamarind is that sour.
Yes. So this is about the basic. So what are acids, what are bases, and what are indicators? So indicators, what they play role? So they indicate whether the given substance is acidic or basic in nature. So how they will indicate? By uh, change in color. So if they show some change in color, okay, so they will show. So these are the indicators. So these are some of the example: turmeric, litmus paper, china rose petals. Okay, so these are naturally occurring. Fine. So these are naturally occurring.
Naturally occurring.
Yes. What are salts? So we have seen about acids, bases. Now we'll see what are salts, how salts are formed.
Yeah.
Yes, how salts are formed. So when acid reacts with a base, okay, it gives salt and water. Okay, so when acid reacts with a base, it gives salt and water.
Water.
So salts, how they are formed? They are formed by reaction of acid and a base. What is a acid? Suppose I take HCl, hydrochloric acid. Base, if I take NaOH, what is NaOH? Sodium hydroxide. So what will be the salt form?
Right.
One is water.
Yeah.
Huh. What is our salt?
Uh, hydro. No, no. Sodium. Sodium chloride.
Yes,
Yes.
sodium chloride. Okay,
Yeah.
Cl. H plus, Cl minus, OH now. So when they will break, so Na will combine with what? Na will combine with Cl
Cl.
and your H2O, right? So
Yeah.
this is the reaction. So whenever acid reacts with a base, you get salt and water. So an
Water.
acid, so you can write here, an acid reacts with a base, write down salts. Okay, write down salts. An acid reacts with a base, an acid reacts with a base to form a salt and water, to form a salt and water by a reaction
By a reaction
called as
called as
called as neutralization reaction. Here I have written the spelling.
neutralization
Reaction.
reaction.
Okay, so whenever there is a reaction between an acid and a base, and it always gives you salt. Okay, in
Okay.
whenever acid reacts with a base, it gives you a salt,
Salt.
and this reaction is called as neutralization reaction. Because suppose why it is called as neutralization? Neutral means what? In between. Okay. Suppose you have two best friends. Now, one of your best friend is calling you for a movie, and one more, she's calling you to what can be. One is calling you for a movie, and one more maybe she's calling for shopping. You want to go with both. Okay. But what you'll say, if you go with one friend, the other will be angry. If you go with the other, that one will be angry. So what you'll do? You won't go with anyone. Okay, you will be at home only. So you are what you are doing here, you are becoming neutral. Okay, so to avoid the fights, you are neither going with your this friend nor you are going with that friend. Okay, so you are doing neutral. So suppose in this reaction also, acid 10 ml of acid is there and 10 ml of base is there. So when 10 ml of acid is reacting with 10 ml of base, what will happen? There it will be equal, right?
Yeah.
It will be equal, so it will be neutral. So it will give rise to neutralization reaction. Okay, so it will be neutral. So 10 ml, suppose 10 ml of acid is there. Just a second. Huh? Okay, so 10 ml of acid. Okay, so 10 ml of acid will neutralize the 10 ml of base. So there, so for 1 ml to react, now for one person to fight, okay, one more person is enough. So like that, for 10 ml to react, 10 ml of acid to react, 10 ml of base is enough. So what will happen? The reaction will become neutral. Suppose one is in excess. Suppose one is in excess and acid is in excess and base is in, what is that? 10 ml. So what will be the resulting solution? What will be the resulting solution
Is
if
it
10 ml?
is it 20?
It will be acidic.
Yeah,
Because which is be more, which will be more, it will be 2
acid.
ml is more, right? So the
Yeah,
solution
right.
will be acidic. Suppose one more case, 10 ml of acid is there and 15 ml of base is there,
Base is more.
right? So 15 ml, so 5 ml is extra, so the resulting solution
Yeah.
will be basic.
Okay.
But now when 10 ml of solution acid and 10 ml of base is there, so this will form what? It will be a neutralization reaction. Okay, so whenever acid and base reacts with each other, it gives rise to salt plus water. It
Yeah.
gives rise to salt and water.
Water.
Okay, so this is the about salts. So whenever an acid reacts with a base, it gives rise to a neutralization reaction. So also there will be some release of heat also. Okay. So heat is also released. You can write this equation. You can write this one equation. So whenever acid reacts with a base, okay, whenever acid reacts with a base, it gives rise to salt, water, and some heat is also released. So HCl and NaOH giving you NaCl plus. So heat is also released during a neutralization reaction. So this is general representation. Okay, so generally how it is represented? Acid plus base giving you salt, water plus heat. So this also will be heat.
Cl plus H2O heat. Okay.
Okay, so these were the basics. So now we are going to study in, so in this chapter, we are going to study what are your. So we are going to study about the acids. Okay, we are going to study about the types of acids. We are going to study the properties of acids. Okay, then we are going to study about base. We are going to study about the base. Then types of bases. We are going to study the properties and uses of bases. Okay, then we are going to study about neutral substances also. Then we are going to study about indicators. Okay, what are the types of indicators? Okay, so these are the things which are we are going to study. Then uh, about salts. Okay, again salts, type of salts, and we are going to study some of the salts and their uses. Okay, so these are the things which we are going to study in this particular chapter. Now, Okay. So we have studied about acids. Okay, we have studied about what are acids. So acid, it came from a Latin word that is additious or acer, okay, which means sour. So sour is the common characteristics of an acid. So there are many substances which contain acid and hence they taste sour. Okay, what are the substances? The substances like curd. Okay, the substances like curd, grapes, tamarind,
Tamarind, lemon, tomato.
lemon, tomato. Okay, so these are some of the substances which are sour in taste. Now, what are the types of acids? So here we are going to discuss about the types of acid. So the acids can be divided into two types. Okay, based on their occurrence, they are termed as natural acids and they are termed as mineral acids. That is organic acids. Natural means what? Organic. Mineral means what? Inorganic acids. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So what is natural acids? So natural acids means what? So these acids, they are obtained from natural sources. Okay, means what are not natural sources? Natural sources like plants and animals. Okay, so these are obtained from natural sources like plants and animals. So they are called as natural acids or they are called as the organic acids. So they are obtained naturally. Okay, they are not man-made, they are obtained naturally. So these
Naturally, okay.
acids are obtained from natural sources, so they are called as natural or organic acids. So what are the commonly formed organic acids? Okay, citric acid. So in the fruits like orange and lemon. Okay, in lemon and orange, what type of acid is present? It is citric acid. Then in tamarind, okay, in tamarind, grapes, what type of acid is present? Tartaric acid. Okay, it is tartaric acid. Then in curd, okay, in curd or sour milk, what type of acid is present? Lactic acid.
Lactic, okay.
In tomatoes, oxalic acid. Ketchup, okay, in your ketchup, okay, it's for so that the tomato ketchup, okay, it should be it should store for a longer time. So what it is, or vinegar, okay, what is added? Acetic acid is added. Okay, for the regulation. So as a preservative, acetic acid is added in the ketchup. Then in ant sting, okay, in the ant sting and the nettle leaf sting. Okay, so these are the insects. So in their stings, what is present? Formic acid is present. That is methonic acid. So these are the natural sources from where you obtain this organic acid. So acids, so they are classified into two types. First is organic acid and second is the inorganic acid. Organic means what? Organic or natural acids means what? They are obtained from a natural sources. Okay, they are obtained from a natural sources, that is plants and animals. Okay, so these are called as natural sources. Next we are going to see is the mineral acids. Okay, what do you mean by mineral acids? These acids that prepare from minerals. Okay, these are or they are called as mineral acids or they are called as mineral inorganic acids or they are man-made acids or synthetic acids. Means what? They are not obtained from nature. Okay, they are not obtained from nature. They are prepared by man. Okay, so man-made acids are called as what? They are called as the mineral acids, such as hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, and nitric acid. Okay, so these are some of the acids. So these acids, when they are present in high concentration, okay, so they cause harm, not our natural acids. So these mineral acids, they should be handled with care. Okay, they should be handled with care. So these acids should be handled with care, and they are present in what? They are they should be handled with care. Okay, so if the concentration of the mineral acid is more, okay, suppose if you are handling the acids and suppose by mistake the acid spills on your hand, okay, you may get some burning this, okay, you will get some burning spots like that. So because of this, so hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, so these are synthetic or inorganic acids. Okay, so these acids,
so they should be handled with care. So these okay, so organic acids, they are always weak. So organic acid, they are always weak. So these organic acid will not harm you. If suppose lemon juice falls on your hand or on your leg, you'll not get any burn scar, okay. But suppose this mineral acids falls on your hand or leg, you will get some burning sensation, you will get some burn spots, okay. So always the organic acids are weak, but mineral acids can be strong as well as weak. So you can make them weak. How? You can make them dilute. Suppose how you can make dilute? You can take 10 ml of concentrated acid. To that you can add 100 ml of water. So after that, what will happen? The concentration of the acid will become low, right? So mineral acids can be made stronger. Also, they can be weak, but organic acids are always weak, okay, they are always weak. So we can dilute weak acids, okay, like organic acids in our body, but strong acids like strong mineral acids, they are very harmful for us. So we cannot play with strong acids, or we cannot play with strong mineral acids. So it is very harmful for our human body. Okay, so it should be handled with care. So this is about acids. So next, about bases. So as we have discussed, bases, they are bitter in taste, okay, and when you touch them, they feel soapy. Okay, they will have some soapy texture. So there are many substances which contains bases, such as soap, the soap which we use, the detergents which we use, okay, whitewash. Okay, so these are all. Whitewash means what? When the houses newly constructed, okay, the first paint which you give, that is with your calcium hydroxide, okay, whitewash. So first the whitewash is given to the walls, okay, first the whitewash is given and then the paint is done. So so in this all substances, the what is present? So okay, so bases are present. So what are some of the bases? Some of the bases like sodium hydroxide. Okay, what is present in so these are some of the bases. So it is present in what? Sodium hydroxide, it is present in soap, detergents, okay, caustic soda. Then potassium hydroxide, that is KOH, potassium hydroxide, it is present in caustic potash, that is caustic potash. In that, what is present? Potassium hydroxide, the base, that is potassium hydroxide is present. Then in washing soda, okay, which is the base present? It is sodium bicarbonate. Okay, it is sodium carbonate, not bicarbonate. Sodium carbonate is present in washing soda. Then in a whitewash, okay, in whitewash, so these are the substances in which the base present is calcium hydroxide. Okay, so these are some of the bases. Okay, so is it clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are the types of bases? Okay, so like acids, bases are also of two types. They can be strong as well as weak. Okay, they can be strong as well as weak bases. So, what are the strong bases? Strong bases like sodium hydroxide, NaOH, okay, and potassium hydroxide, the first two. Okay, NaOH and potassium hydroxide. So, these are strong bases, and weak bases are not as corrosive as strong bases. Okay, so which are the weak bases? Weak bases like magnesium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, and copper hydroxide. Okay, so these are some of the examples of weak bases. Now, what are the properties of bases? So these are bitter in taste. Okay, they are bitter in taste. They feel soapy. So when you touch them, they are soapy. Okay, or you suppose soap water is fallen on the ground. Okay, without seeing, you may get slipper. So it is slippery to touch. Okay, it is slippery to touch.
Okay.
They turn red. So we'll study about litmus paper later. Okay,
Okay.
because we are going to study later. So some of the bases, okay, they dissolve in water. Bases that dissolve in water are called as alkali. So when these bases are added in water, they are called as alkali. Okay. So sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide are some examples of alkali. Okay. So like acids, bases also should be handled with care.
So they are
Okay.
very harmful. So these are also means not that harmful, but they may also cause some different what you can say uh, side effects. Okay, they may cause you some different effects. So as bases will not burn you, but it will be some itching feeling. Okay, so too much of base fallen on your hand, it may like it will feel much of what is that itching. Okay, so like that. So it will be corrosive in nature, and it should be also handled with care. So so you know that acid and base, when it reacts, it gives you a neutralization reaction, that is salt and water. So these are some of the properties. Okay, these are some of the properties and types. Okay, what all is left? Is it clear till here, whatever has been taught?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I think for today this much is over. So in today's class we have studied what are acids, we have seen what is base, what is salt. Then we have studied about indicators. Okay, this we have just seen what are these. Okay. Then we have studied about acids. What are the types of acids? We have studied some of the acids. Okay, what are the organic acid present? Bases, type of bases, and some of the what is that properties? Okay, of the bases. So these are some of the common bases also we have seen, in which all substances it is present. So in the next class, okay, we'll be studying about indicators, types of indicators, salts, okay, and remaining
Okay.
things. So this will be covered in the next class. Before that, I want you to download a app, okay, that is Doc Scanner. Doc
What?
Scanner, DOC,
D
DOC, okay,
D O
DOC.
C scanner.
Okay, so it will be like this. You can see, wait just a second. Where it is looking here.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Here, where it is? Here.
Okay.
Okay, it will
Like,
be
what
like this.
does it do?
So you are when you are clicking the photos, right? So half part is going. So if you
Okay.
what you have to do, just hold it above and click it. So it will take the full margin of the paper. Okay, and just click one.
Actually, like from like online classes, I used to use one scanner, like,
Okay, if you have any other scanner is also fine.
but
Okay,
that
but
like that doesn't give a lot of effect, so I don't use it a lot.
okay, no, because if you click photos, right, so they get jumbled up, as well as from the side. Okay, some concepts have been
Yeah.
cut short. Okay, so
Okay.
if you use a doc scanner, it will be good for me also.
My
Fine.
dad
So
has this one.
okay. So just tell your dad only to do it and send. Okay, fine. So just send me this chapter again, because I've just some of the pages they are incomplete. Okay, so just send me that, so it will be good for me. So we'll meet on Monday.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So just revise whatever the things are told. We'll meet on
Okay.
Monday. Okay,
Okay.
okay then. Chalo, bye.